Hello and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this beautiful 2017 Renegade IKON. This is the 4534 floor plan. You can see outside, beautiful color. I'm going to start up front and kind of point out a couple of things, key things that I really like about it. First of all, it's on the Cascadia chassis. So you have big red under the hood. You have a 600 horsepower Cummins with 1,850 pound-feet of torque. We're going to have backup camera, turn signal cameras on this as well. We've got our Alcoa aluminum wheels. These are 315/80 225 or 22.5-inch tires up here on the front. You're going to have 150 gallons of fuel capacity. So you're going to have two tanks. You're going to have 80 gallons on the passenger side and 70 on the driver's side. Rounded corners. These are hydraulic slides with rounded flush mount corners on here. So these slides, when they go in, nice clean look. You also don't have to worry about catching your head on the corner when you're going into the compartments, which is kind of nice. We've got this 600D Aqua Hot system, which does have the engine preheat option on it. So this will actually has a separate system that will run the antifreeze through the block and preheat your engine when you set that setting on or you turn that setting on. So it's a really nice feature to have, especially in this kind of weather. It's been super cold here, as you can tell, or maybe can't tell because the sun's out today. It's not as warm as it looks, let me tell you. In your compartments, you're going to have the spray liner, so they're going to be very well protected, easy to clean. Here you're going to have your central vac attachments. Here, right under your outdoor TV, you're going to have your refrigerator freezer. This is a Dometic. You can set the temperature to your liking, so you can set it for drinks or for frozen, frozen meat, depending on how you're going to use this thing. So you can see compartments close nice and smooth. Probably one of my favorite things about the Renegades are those compartments. Outside, we're going to have our 40-inch 4K TV and Bose soundbar. Perfect spot to watch your favorite hockey team, basketball team. You know, we're in the NFL playoffs right now. Let me know who you think is going to win it all. We do have a 32-foot awning up top with LED lights. So you can see it goes all the way across pretty much. It's 32 foot 4 inches. Beautiful sunny day, warm weather, you're out there tailgating. No better way to do it. Here in this compartment, we're going to have our inner vac, central vac system. This is going to be where you clean it out. You can also hook up your attachments if you want to vacuum out your car while you're outside hanging out. This is a true twin screw, so you can lock. You can actually, I'll show you when we go inside, but you can lock the two axles together. You can also lock all four wheels so that they'll all turn at the same time, give you a little more launch, a little more power. Get you out of those sticky situations if you get into one. Here in the rear compartment, this is going to be your largest compartment. It does go through quite a ways, not a true pass-through, but quite a ways down, a lot of height, and again, a lot of depth. Nice spot to put a folding table, your folding chairs, any of those items that are kind of thin and you need a little more space for. One more small storage compartment. Again, all of the compartments are lined, making it really easy to clean and maintain. So come around the back here, you can see 600 horsepower, like I said, on a Cascadia chassis. We got 30,000 pound towing capacity on this. The hitch is rated 30,000 pounds. We do have a spot for a couple glad hands if you're towing a trailer that has air brakes. We're going to have our 7-pin connector. And then we do have a Voyager camera connection here. So if you're towing a stacker and you have a Voyager system in it, you can plug right into it and see what's happening inside on your display. Back here, beautiful rear cap, backup camera up top there. Of course, the IKON badge. going to get a 30-foot 50 amp short cord on the power reel. There's your glad hands down there if you need them. Surge protector, transfer switch. This does have your connection here, so if you want to plug in your stacker trailer, you do have a 50 amp service right here as well. 12.5K Onan generator, which I have running at the moment. You can probably hear it. We got it running so it'll heat up the inside of the coach. Here in our water bay, a couple things to point out. Full house water filter system. House storage compartment right here. You're going to have your low point drains. You do have an outdoor shower. And then your drains and your water hose is also on a reel. All right, you're gonna get on the IKON 150 gallons of fresh water. You're gonna have 75 gallons of gray and 75 gallons of black. Your tanks, you can see, are well insulated. There's also a setting in the inside, which I'll show you, so you can actually set the temperature in the basement to help keep your tanks from freezing. You can see we have our macerator system down here. Also equipped with porcelain macerator toilet. All right, now we're gonna have in here, we're gonna have our hydraulic system for your slides. We're also going to have dual 2800 outback inverters. One of the inverters can actually be used to run the mid air conditioner without having to fire up the generator. In the battery bay here, you can see we've got a quick connect for airline. You're going to have your 3 AGM batteries for your chassis, and then we have 8 Battle-Born 100 amp hour batteries here for the house side. So you're going to have 800 amp hours of lithium. To help keep those batteries charging, we've got 12 solar panels up top on the roof. So you got 1200 amp or 1200 watts of solar. Might have a little more. I haven't checked them all exactly out, but I know we have 12 and they're a minimum of 100 each. So you got at least 1200 watts of solar. Here are your fuel tank on the driver's side, as I mentioned, is 70 gallons, 80 on the passenger, and then your DEF fill is right here. Right below the door here, this was important. I plugged this in last night just to make sure we fired up easily this morning. We've got a block heater, so you can plug in, keep that block heater nice and warm so when it's time to fire it up. Let's see here. Oh, I'm doing it one-handed. All right, got it. All right, again, Cascadia chassis, 600 horsepower Cummins, 1,850 pound-feet of torque. So in here you can see we got plenty of room. You can check your oil, you can check your coolant, do all your maintenance. If you like to do your own maintenance, these are awesome. The Super Cs, especially these Cascadias, I love it. You got a ton of room in here. So anytime you have to get in and work on Big Red, very easy to do. We've got struts under the hood, which makes it easy to open and close. Hopefully you never have to use this, right? But you do have a spot here for your tow hooks to pop in there. Nice clean look, but still gives you that in case you get yourself stuck on some sand or something. All right, now that we're done on the outside, we're gonna go ahead and go inside. On our way in, I can show you we got keyless entry here, in case you forget your keys. As we walk in, we have a fire extinguisher, our battery disconnect, and our step override there. All right, so a couple things I want to point out, and actually, now that we're inside and I left this furnace on, it's It's about 70 degrees in here. So now I can actually take off a couple layers, kind of walk you through the rest of this coach. We're going to start on the front just because I want to show you this quartz countertops, quartz sinks covers. Can actually work out with these things. These are pretty heavy. Induction cooktop, 1.7 cubic foot convection microwave. Plenty of counter space up here. Nice storage. We're gonna have our dishwasher down below. Here in this cool little compartment here, you got your remotes, your max fan remote. We'll go through your remotes if you purchase from us during your walkthrough. We do have soft closing doors. Really good quality woodwork in the IKON. And when you buy an IKON, that's kind of what you're paying for, is the quality of the overall build. Plenty of room down there for trash can, cleaning supplies, etc. Up top here, again, additional storage. You have the original owner's manuals. Do want to show you here. So this was ordered with the ottoman. This had all the furniture in here in this area is all new. We replaced it all, had new furniture put in. Your ottoman has a storage box here, so you can put, you know, puzzles, whatever you want to put in there. We have a 54-inch jackknife sofa. Really easy to open and close. Again, that's 54, so if you have a little kiddo, this could work for them. Underneath, a little additional storage. Again, perfect for small items or thin items. We got plenty of room for puzzles and that kind of stuff, games. If you got the kids coming, you're gonna wanna play some games, keep them busy. Right behind the jackknife, we have our televator and the nice window there for get you some natural lighting. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the TV. Overhead, we have our sound bar, and we have our Bose system, and our AV compartment here with some HDMIs. And I do want to say that we added the Starlink on this. So there you go. You can see televator. We got a 50-inch TV there, also a 4K TV. In this compartment, since I brought up the Starlink, this is where you can see we have everything mounted. Starlink is awesome if you're not already using it. That seems to be the way everybody's going. Slowly getting away from the satellites, just streaming it. Most people stream their videos, their favorite shows. So up here, we're gonna have our hydraulic leveling system and our Outback power center there. So it's all tied into that Outback system. Let you know how you're doing on your voltage. Right here, we've got our TV. Again, another 40-inch on that side. Plenty of overhead storage up here, little map pockets. Place to put your keys, your smaller items. I'll come back and finish up on the cab here in a minute. Across from the jackknife and from the TV, we do have our theater seating. Nice storage compartment inside here. Spot for your 2 drinks. If you have a guest, they can hold their drinks. You got 2, you're set. Here's your power control here for your leg rest. There is a USB plug-in as well. On both sides of the theater seating, and then up here we have a standard outlet and 2 more additional USBs. Huge windows on the driver's side of the coach here. Booth dinette. Again, this is all new furniture, so the leather, super soft, nice and comfy. You're gonna have storage under both sides. In case you're wondering, this is villa furniture. on the booth, the theater seats, and the jackknife. Okay. Residential refrigerator with ice maker, and of course freezer. One thing I really like about the Renegades is their lock systems that they use here. You have one spot for your fridge, one for your freezer, so that when you're going down the road, your groceries ain't falling out of your refrigerator. Right here, we're gonna have some really nice pantry style storage up top with the lock. Down here, you're gonna have some shelves. Again, soft closing doors. Here's your main pantry. And again, you got your safety locks there. Up top, you're gonna have your breaker panels. You have 2 control panels up here. And then some additional breakers and fusers down below. Everything, I really like how everything's in a central spot, easy to get to, so if you have any kind of power issues, you know exactly where to go. Everything's in one spot. Here, before you go into the main bedroom, is your washer and dryer. These are Splendide brand washer and dryer. Again, soft closing. This is a bath and a half model. So here's your half bath. Again, I can't say it enough, the woodwork, the counter, just beautiful in this thing. This shelf in here is adjustable. Plenty of room to sit down. This is, again, a porcelain macerator toilet. Close this door. All right, you're gonna have a pocket door here for privacy, separating the bedroom from the rest of the coach. King size bed. You are gonna have an outlet on both sides of the bed down there. You're gonna have a standard outlet, 2 USB ports, and you do have a little bit of a night table there, little nightstand on both sides, so you can set your phone down. Here we're gonna have another 40-inch 4K TV and your wardrobe. You can kind of get in there, Jody, and show behind. Plenty of room. It goes all the way behind the TV, which is really nice. So plenty of storage in there. You got your Blu-ray player, spot for your remotes. All right, down here is your safe. And these are really deep here. So plenty of room for all your personal belongings. Of course, you're going to have your 150 gallons of fresh water under the bed. Here in the main bathroom, plenty of storage. You do have a nice power outlet, easily accessible there. Plenty of room. Again, I'll get out of here in a second so you can kind of see where the toilet is located. Same setup basically as in the half bath. This shower is really cool. I'm gonna get out so you can kind of check it out. It's really icy outside, so I don't want to get in and get it dirty, but You've got really beautiful porcelain tile and tile work in here. You got the stainless steel shower. This is actually a rain shower, so you have the rain head up top. You're gonna have some body sprays areas here, which you're gonna just shoot the jets out. And then you do have a wand. Let's see here. So, again, shower, different nozzles there, and then the wand. Huge shower, plenty of room to stand up in, a lot of elbow room. If you're in the area, if you've never been in an IKON, I would really suggest you come out, check it out. We can take it for a test drive if needed. So you're gonna have 3 overhead compartments. You're gonna have reading lights on both sides and also a touchpad down here so you can control your lights and other features from there without having to get up. Now we can go back into the cab and I can kind of walk through that real quick. Beautiful, ton of floor space with all the slides out. This is a 4-slide model, so you got a ton of floor space. Your seats are super comfortable. They do have massage feature on them. They will swivel around and become part of your living area. I'm gonna fire this up because here when I get done, I'll close the slides so that you can see how much room is in here when the slides are closed. So actually, I'll wait till right before we do that. I'll go through a couple things here. You're gonna have a glove box over on that side for storage. I already pointed out the overhead cubbies here. A couple important things here. I mentioned outside on that twin screw. So this will lock the 2 axles together. This one will lock the 4 tires so that they're all turning together. Or actually 8 tires, right? They're both sets of duals back there. And then you do have a suspension valve here so you can lower the rear suspension. Basically, you could dump the air out of the back. So really nice feature. Alison 4000 6-speed automatic. You have your trailer camera here if you're plugged into that Voyager port that I showed you out back. Your heating and cooling controls right here. You're going to have a 12-volt outlet right there. This is going to be, so if you have a trailer with air brakes, this will be how you apply the brakes to that trailer if you need to do so. You just pull on that and that would apply the brakes to that. This is just to operate your menu. You have an option bar or button there in case you want to add. There's actually a couple others here that are empty or not being used, I should say. Right here, you're going to have your engine brake. So you do have a 3-stage engine brake. So you can set it on low, medium, or high. This is to do a manual regen for your emissions, your traction control disconnect, and then your utility lamp outside. Here we're going to have our hazard lights. Our dash lighting controls heated mirrors. So both of the mirrors are heated. You can turn that on. Here is your parking brake. And then this is the air supplied to the trailer. Again, if you are using those glad hands and you're running a trailer with air brakes, you would then use that and use your Johnson bar there. So any questions on these items, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text or an email, and I can explain them further if needed. Here on your steering wheel, you're going to have your cruise control settings, your marker lights, and then on the dash, a couple things to point out before I fire this thing up. Your fuel gauge, really easy to read. Your DEF, looks like we've got 2, we're about half full on our DEF. You want to keep an eye on those so that they don't drop down. If they start turning yellow, you want to make sure and fill them up. You should actually fill it up before then, but if not, when it turns to red, it will put you in a limp mode. Will not be very fun for you. Other important thing to pay attention to here are going to be your 2 air gauges. So you have your primary and secondary air gauges here. You want to make sure that when you start it up, you give it plenty of juice to ramp up those RPMs to about 1,000, 1,500 so that it'll air up a little bit quicker and get you so that you can use your parking brake, and also because you do have air brakes. So if you don't have enough air, it will not let you disengage your parking brake. Down here, There's a pedal right in the middle. You push on it, you can adjust your steering wheel. It'll telescope, and you can set it right where you want it. Down here below to the left side of that adjustment, you have a CURT brake controller for your trailer. And now I'll go ahead and fire this thing up. Now with it on, we can actually close the slides here. But one thing I really like is that because there's no overhead bunk, I can actually get up, move around. There's not a big step to go over. So it makes it really nice to get in and out of the cab. Kind of feels more like a Class A than a Super C, because there's one little tiny spot here. But again, really easy access to get in and out from the cab to the main area back here. So I'm gonna put this up top. Let's just do it like this. Just to get it out of the way. Go ahead and bring down the TV. I forgot to point out the infinity lights while I'm walking back here to close them. We do have the nice infinity lights up top. Gives you a really nice feel. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna do this side first. Okay. Now, these slides are really quiet. These hydraulic slides, really nice, quiet, and smooth. I do got to say, I really like that. So we got the two slides in the back. Everything's easily controlled from this main panel here. All right, so now you can see a ton of space in here. Very easy to get to the mid bath without any problems opening and closing the door. If you really wanted to get to the back, you could. Just have to roll over the bed, do a little ninja roll, hop over, and you can get access to that back panel or the back bathroom. You can access your washer, dryer, your refrigerator. Everything's easily accessible with the slides closed. So you do get a little tight up front there. Jody, if you can kind of show that. And I'll walk through there if you want to back up so we can show them. So the tightest spot, again, plenty of room here. Once you get in between the two sofas, you have to go one leg in front of the other. But other than that, you got plenty of room. If you got guests, anybody that's sitting back here or in the booth, you got plenty of room for that. So that is the 2017 Renegade IKON. This unit is available, so if you have any questions, we're going to be posting this video, posting it online here. If you have questions on pricing, any specific areas you want me to go into further detail, please give me a call, shoot me a text, or an email. I can do a FaceTime video with you if needed. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.